tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Orlando. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for 2. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, when he gets going on the dribble, no one can stop Giannis. He's just too much.
And a wide open look for SGA. Bangs home the trifecta. SGA's got 5 points so far. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Second chance effort. And Holmgren pulls it down. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Over Anthony. Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
On the wing, Turner. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Now here's Giannis. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Turner with the screen. Kicks it out to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down hard.
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Chamberlain, no good.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
A minute 42 left to play in the first. Outside for SGA. And Leonard has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Chamberlain a screen. Rebounded by Jackson. Milwaukee in the lead. To the paint. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. On offense, here are the Thunder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Leonard. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Screen by Hartenstein. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Green. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. Over Holmgren. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 1. And for 2 kicks. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you? Giannis!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Leonard, that's for 2. A rebound by the Bucks. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for us. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Holmgren. Nothing on the board. Chamberlain a screen. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge. And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Bucks making a change here. The Bucks trail. Outside Anthony. Inside. 6 to shoot. And Turner throws it down.
An experienced veteran now. Turner has run these pick and rolls countless times, and he understands how to capitalize off it.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you guys.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Anthony. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Holmgren in the corner. Outside for SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander drops in the floater. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Pass to Dort. Holmgren outside. Down low. Turner with the steal. Portis with it. Scoreless thus far. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Dort. Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Giannis inside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hartenstein. Misses the baby hook. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Anthony. Williams with the defensive effort.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They get a hand on it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Turner. Now Anthony. He's covered by Leonard. Anthony's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. To the middle. And Leonard has it in the corner. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Giannis. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
And he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Giannis outside. There's a screen by Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Great use of the pick by Antetokounmpo. Reading the game and getting the hoop.
SGA from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks trail. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Porter, here we go. Anthony, no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Anthony's got his third basket of the night right there. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got himself on the board with 3 there. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Mitchell.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin?
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Good on the three-point shot. Rollins got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Wallace misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Really good activity there in that pick and roll. Kuzma, a real strong sense for what he needs to do in those sets.
Mitchell wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. There's Giannis with the slam.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And they're trailing by 6. Outside, SGA. Pass to Caruso. Portis brings the double team. Holmgren outside. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And Chet Holmgren gets the 3.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Now, Giannis. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here.
First team foul.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Inside, here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
Holmgren outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Holmgren the screen. The Thunder with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold sheet.
Porter, no luck. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Kawhi! And get the three.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. And when he drives it, Melo does such a great job of using his frame to shield off the defender.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Teams changing it up here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander. 16-footer drops in.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard. The three is off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And here's Giannis. Jackson outside. Onto the Kumbo. He parachutes in for the putback.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you pay.
Lou Dort buries the deep ball.
What a shot by Dort. Keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Outside Anthony. Here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now Turner takes the three. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
SGA onto the Kumbo with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, Giannis is a force on the floor. Power, the scoring, the rebounding, the defense. He gives you everything.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So the Bucks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks.
It's not enough.